Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello and welcome to Down the Line with me, Gary Bellamy. And this is the last programme in the series, so let's make it a good one. Education, education, education. Tony Blair thought it was so important he said it 3 times. Well, I think it's more important than that, and I'm going to say it 4 times. Education, 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 education. Now, if you're a parent, maybe you think your children's education is so important you send them to a private school, or maybe you don't think it's important at all and send them just to a normal comprehensive. Well, why don't you call in and let us know what you do on 0800 068 7060 or email us on downtheline@bbc.co.uk. Now, I might sound a bit different tonight because we're in a different studio. The BBC are refitting my usual studio. It's going to be a little bit like Star Trek in there. In the meantime, I'm in a pre-war studio in Maida Vale. It's like a museum of broadcasting in here, right? I think it runs on steam. So bear with us if there's a few technical hiccups. I'm not sure where all the knobs and buttons are. And spookily, there's no window in the control room, so I can't see my producer, Matt, or the girls. So call me before I get too lonely, OK? Email at downtheline@bbc.co.uk or ring me on 0800 068 7060. I tell you, the history this old studio must have seen. All the broadcasting greats have been in here and used this place over the years. I expect it's haunted by the ghost of Dave Lee Travis, the hairy cornflake. Actually, I don't believe in ghosts, but maybe you do. It's always a good topic of conversation. Why don't you give us a ring and talk about it? 0800 068 7060 or email at downtheline@bbc.co.uk. I promise not to laugh. OK, Humphrey Milner, you're down the line. Hello.
Hello there, Gary. Lovely to speak to you again.
And lovely to speak to you again too. How are you?
I'm very well indeed. That's one of the things I'm calling in about, actually. I'd like to make the point that education is not just for the young.
No.
One can keep learning things throughout one's life, and it's vitally important that we do.
All right.
I do have a lot of acquaintances of my own age who are not as sharp as they were. A lot of them have problems with memory loss and this sort of thing. But I myself keep my brain as active as I can. I try and think young. That's my motto. Think young, Gary. I do, Sudoku. I do crosswords.
Fish oils.
I read a lot of mental exercises. So that's all I just like to say is think young and keep your mind alert.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Humphrey Milner. Because your brain is like a muscle, and we think about muscles. We do weightlifting, or we have exercise for our heart. We forget about our brain. That our brain can't just fester in our skulls, and that we need to exercise it by learning and feeding our brain with knowledge. Got Teddy Tuck on the line. Hello, Teddy.
Hello, Gary.
You're ringing about education.
That's right, Gary. Well, I'm perfectly placed to discuss this very subject. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, what was odd about my family, my brother got sent to public school because he was a bright one, and I went to the local comprehensive. Talk about inferiority complex. They had the biggest gym in Europe. In his tuck shop, and this is no word of a lie, you could order any sweet in the world.
Right.
And at his school, they have this thing called old boys, yeah?
Yeah.
Rudyard Kipling, Isambard, Kingdom Brunel, I don't know, Sergio Leone, whatever. And they come back to the school, and they talk to the kids and say, here's what I've done. I've had a go.
Yeah.
My school, who's going to come back there? Kenny Noy and do the raffle? Have a word. I mean, the thing is, the one good thing about my school was being a comprehensive, it was mixed. You didn't get any of that gay stuff that you get a lot of the public schools. Luckily, at my school, we had slags.
Thanks very much for your call. Hello, next call is Dave from Crawley. Hello, Dave.
Hi. I just wanted to talk about the education system.
Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, we had A-levels and O-levels. And these days they've got GCSE, they've got Star S levels.
Yeah.
And now they're even talking about bringing in something called a baccalaureate, whatever that is when it's at home. I mean, why do they have to keep mucking about with this stuff? Just leave it alone.
Thanks for your call.
Okay.
Next call is talking about ghosts. Ooh. It's Maria Novella.
Maria Novella.
Yep.
No, Maria Novella.
Yep. Hello.
No, instead you said Maria Novella, and it's Maria Novella.
Oh, Maria Novella.
So, what I want to say...
Hello. How you doing? Very good.
You're doing my accent.
Yes.
No, I've been living in England for 14 years, so I don't think it's so big, my accent anymore.
All right, okay.
Okay. So, I am a crystal...
I am a crystal. So you're talking about ghosts?
No. So, now listen... For the ghost, they are. I am a crystal reader, also tarot, and The ghost is always coming to your house to say something from somebody who died or dead.
Yeah.
And that's not everybody see ghosts.
No.
And they're not seeing them unless there is some message from somebody you love.
Yeah.
They have a message that they have been sent for to bring to you.
Do you think people want to see ghosts and hear the things they want to hear and they don't really exist?
No, it's not about want. What is important is you open yourself very wide to the message that the ghost person has for you.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Of course, I've seen plenty.
Can you teach a ghost foreign language?
Well, they have international language, usually, the ghost, and...
Like Morse code?
No, it's not like Morse code, because that is like beep, beep, beep. This is more like ghost language, and...
Can you do a bit for me? Talk
I'll
about ghost
try.
language.
The ghost language, for example, is like it's a little bit like African singing.
Never heard
mainly.
it. Never heard anyone talking ghost.
No, because you don't have ghost in your house. Maybe message for you is not so important.
Listen, I'm getting a message.
Still.
I'm getting a message. Do you know what it's saying?
No.
End of call. Thanks very much.
Porca miseria, guarda.
Hey, look, I said end of call. Listen. Look, okay, ignore her. Down the line, we're going to go to another call now. We've got Jeff Leopard. Hello, Jeff. How are you?
I'm not so bad, mate. How are you?
I'm good. What are you ringing about?
I'm a teacher, Gary.
All right.
We get, a lot of people give the young kids these days a lot of bad press. Surely, well, I have to tell you that I'm a teacher and I love every minute of it.
Good.
Every aspect of my job, I feel privileged, and it comes with a great deal of responsibility as well.
What do you teach?
I teach geography, Gary, and also a bit of mathematics. And, the nurturing of these young minds is perhaps, the most wonderful thing a chap can do, like.
Tell me, do you think teaching is different now to what it was how long have you been teaching for?
I've been teaching for 27 years, Gary.
Everyone thinks children got worse. Is that true? Are children worse behaved?
I'm not so sure about that, Gary.
No?
I think they're about the same, really. You get the good ones and bad ones in every bunch, don't you? You get
Of
the lot
course.
lucky, you get the bad egg. Right?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any trouble. They really like me. They like me, Having said that, some of them are buggers, Gary. Sometimes the fear overwhelms me and I'm sick.
Right. Why is that?
They get gripped by the fear.
Yeah.
Puke me guts up before the lessons, man. Just the feel of some of those children. They're terrifying.
How do you function?
It's been sickly.
My dad's a teacher.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's moved to Thailand. He teaches in Thailand. And he finds the kids that they really want to learn because they haven't got the education system we have here,
I'd give me our teeth to teach in Thailand, Gary.
All right, thanks for your call.
Do you think you could get us a job out there, like?
Okay, my next caller is Hugh Durdbridge. Hello, Hugh.
Hello, Gary.
Hello, Hugh.
I'm ringing in. I get absolutely livid. This old cliche that's always trotted out about public schools being a hotbed of homosexuality is absolute nonsense. I went to public school. Many of my friends and family went to public school, single-sex schools with boys. And yes, you have no access to girls. And
what do you have access to, then?
Well, other boys. So, there's a lot of raging hormones going around, but these are male hormones. You mustn't make the mistake to think there's anything effeminate or homosexual. Male hormones, one needs a release, and it may be that one uses another boy for that release, but that doesn't in any way make one a homosexual. There is a distinction, and one must make a very clear distinction between buggery and homosexuality. They're two very, very different things.
Right, but they do go hand in hand, don't they?
If we very often did, yes.
Are you homosexual?
I'm not homosexual at all. I have buggered other people and I have been buggered, but it has not in any way made me homosexual.
Do you have any feelings for men?
Sexual feelings, not at all.
Did you enjoy what happened to you at all?
I must say I preferred giving than receiving.
Thank you very much for your call.
My pleasure.
Right, you want to talk about education? What's your point?
Yes, well, I left school at 14 with no qualifications, and I now have a large house in Richmond, a stunning and largely compliant wife, 2 children, charterhouse, top-of-the-range Aston Villa in Lombardy, a vineyard therein, which produces excellent Pinot Nero, Olympic-sized pool, Japanese garden, an extraordinary collection of medieval woodwind instruments. The estate also produces honey, olives, and sinsemilla. I salute you, sir, with a glass of Chevalier Montrachet, 1990 Premier Cru, and a perfect apricot, picked this morning by my wife, her ample breasts straining to be unleashed from her tight silk chemise. Beat that.
Next caller is Rude Boy Walters from London.
Well,
That's right. My name is Rude Boy Walters. I'm a teacher in London, you know.
Oh, you're a teacher called Rude Boy?
Well, it's Mr. Rude Boy Walters, right?
Oh.
You're talking about education, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that we need to stress, and I've always found this to be very important, is that you cannot progress in your education unless you have the clarity of speech, right?
No.
One of the most important things you have to be able to do is you have to be able to enunciate and pronunciate, and to be able to speak with quality, right?
Yeah.
And I've always said this to all the children, and you can only progress in education if you have the ability to speak with clarity, speak what you're saying. For example, people are going to work questing, right? Or you have to go on to, say, if you want to go to Hockton or broadcasting or something like that. With the only one we can do is be able to speak with clarity, right? And so excuse me, what's going on? Is that people are laughing in the studio.
No.
Huh?
No.
Well, I mean, I'm just sure.
No, I'm just. I'm just cough and sneeze. I got bad. Carry on.
So in conclusion, what we have to do is to have three basic principles, right? The three basic principles that we have to.
I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to cut off this call because I've got. I really have a tickly throat, tickly cough. Thank you very much for your call, Rude Boy Walters. Okay, next call on down the line is Humphrey Milner. Great to hear from you again, Humphrey. Hello.
Well, it's always a pleasure to ring into your program, Gary. The point I would like to make is that one mustn't make the mistake of thinking that education is just for the young. One can keep learning throughout one's life, and I think it's of vital importance that one does.
Yeah. Sorry, Humphrey, you have already said
yes. Sorry?
Well, it's okay. Carry on.
What?
No, it's honestly, it's fine. Carry on.
Well, sorry, I've slightly lost my thread.
No, that's okay.
A lot of my acquaintances have problems with memory loss and forgetting that they've done things. But I keep my brain as active as I can. I do Sudoku and crosswords and a lot of mental exercise. And my motto is think young.
Think young.
Yes, one mustn't never make the mistake of thinking that education is
think young.
purely
think
for the
young.
Yes.
Thank you, Humphrey. Thank you very much for your call.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My next caller now is Carl from Scotland, who's talking about ghosts. Hello, Carl.
Hello. I've got a weird story about ghosts.
Oh.
I've got a ghost. You know, in the film with the wee girl in the television.
The poltergeist.
Yes, it's like a poltergeist. I've got one in the house. I go to work, and when I come home, there's changes around the house. There's cigarette butts where there weren't any cigarette butts.
Right.
And there's sometimes there's 2 glasses of wine where there was 1.
Right.
You know, and it's a ghost.
Do you really think it is a ghost? Do you live with anybody else?
Well, my wife.
Right.
Yeah, and this is the really weird part. When sometimes I've come home unexpectedly, and there's like a banging sound upstairs. You know, and it's very creepy, Gary.
Right. I don't know many poltergeists that smoke cigarettes or drink.
Sorry?
I don't know many poltergeists that smoke.
But if you watch that film, there's a chop, like a piece of meat that crawls across the work surface.
Yeah, and maggots come out of it.
Yeah, and to me that means ghosts can do anything they like, and smoking is up there.
Right.
You know, so
have you been to see an exorcist?
I saw the film.
Actually, rather than see an exorcist, I think maybe you should see a marriage guidance counsellor.
Right. Do they do exorcisms on the side? Is it cheaper?
No, they don't really. But what I'm trying to say to you is that I think maybe your wife is doing things that you don't know about.
You mean like possessed, just like the spirit of it, maybe like a dead Victorian girl is in her?
No, I think there's something else in her, probably.
Right.
And they're not dead or Victorian.
Right.
If you see what I mean.
No, I can't say I do, because...
Well, listen, thanks very much for your call.
Any time...
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, man. Hello, who's... next caller. Hello, who's there?
It's Malky, mate.
Hello, Malky.
Yeah, not too bad. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm all right, you know. But I was just ringing in about education. The fellow was talking earlier.
Mm?
See, when I was at Scotland and Dudley, I had a very bad problem, which flared up in the first year.
Mm?
And it stuck with me right to the end of my schooling, and it was never diagnosed.
Right. What? Dyslexia or something like that?
No, I was blind. And I found it really held me back, because I couldn't tell anyone. I felt stupid, you know. So I would do my best, but I can tell you what, it was a struggle.
Well, I bet.
Fractions, you know, learning the basic English syllable, let alone games.
So were you fully blind or partially blind?
Oh, totally blind. I couldn't see a thing. There was just darkness all around me. Yeah, people used to think I was just stupid, but I wasn't. I couldn't see anything.
At what age did this happen?
It flared up around 11.
Did you tell your parents?
I told me dad, and I said, don't tell mum, because she'll give me a right whack.
Did they at first think that you were making it up?
No, my dad was all right with it.
Right.
He went, well, to tell you the truth, son, I'm a bit blind myself. And we had a right laugh about that, you know.
Well, thanks very much for your call.
All right, see you later.
Okay, my next caller on down the line it's Chuck Perry. Hello, Chuck.
Gary, how are you, mate?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Not too good, actually.
Oh, what's wrong?
I'm just a bit down today, you know.
What are you
I'll get over it, mate. Education, though.
Oh, education, yeah.
What a laugh, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Education.
Yeah. Do you have a good one?
Terrible, man.
Right, brilliant. Thanks very much for your call. Okay, if you want to ring in tonight, we're talking about education.
Can you help?
And what on earth was that? Matt? Matt, did you hear that? Sounded like a ghost or something. Okay, we better move swiftly on to our next call, and we've got Irene. Hello, Irene.
Hello, Gary.
Hello, what are you ringing about?
I'm ringing to say that I wouldn't joke about ghosts.
No.
I live in a very old house. I've always lived in old houses. I like to do that.
Yeah?
And the house where I live at the moment has a very, very strong presence.
Oh, come on.
No, it does.
Well, what, have you seen it?
I think there's been a lot of pain in the house.
Right.
Over the years.
You don't really believe in ghosts, do you? Come on.
Oh, I do, Gary. I've just had too many experiences to doubt it.
Hang on, sorry. We've got a quite... So...
If I'm in the kitchen, the presence is particularly strong.
Hang on, sorry. We've got... Sorry, I've got a bit of a cross line here. Matt, can you...
People who don't acknowledge ghosts are really fooling themselves.
What is that? Can you turn... I think you're too near the radio or something. We've got a bit of interference. Can you turn the radio down a bit?
I'm doing nothing.
Can you... What are you...
I'm calling from the top of the house.
Irene,
there's a room,
can you hear those?
There's a room
can you hear
in
that?
my house, Gary, that's so cold, no matter how many heaters I put in it. I've had the windows double glazed.
Irene, can you hear that?
Cold presence in it.
Okay,
you
Irene.
can't deny it, Gary.
Thanks, Irene, but I'm going to have to cut you off there. Oh, sorry about that. There's appears to be some kind of crossed line or something. Matt, is there anything you can do about that? Matt? Matt?
Gary.
Oh.
Gary, can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got some kind of crossed line.
Sorry, Gary, can you hear me, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you. I've got some kind of crossed line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. We've got a bit of a sticky talkback button through here. It's this old studio playing up, I'm afraid. I think we've just about got it sorted now, though.
Okay.
Are you all right through there?
Yeah, I'm fine. There you go. Proof at least that we are live.
Very much so. Listen, whatever it is you're hearing...
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's not going out live. What you're hearing is only happening in your headphones.
Thanks, Matt. Okay, let's go back to the phones then and take another call. Hello.
Hello, Edward.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I was calling somebody else.
Right. Thanks for your call.
Oh, well, while I'm through, Gary.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting to call you.
No.
Could I just make a quick point?
Well, yes.
I'd just like to say, one mustn't make the mistake of thinking that education is purely for young people.
No, exactly. They mustn't. Thanks very much for your call. Thanks, Humphrey. Okay, my next caller. Hello, who's there? Hello?
All right, Gary, I don't like to give my name out.
Right.
I think you know who I am, though.
Yeah,
I'm joining the debate on education, specifically the difference between public and private education.
Yeah.
To me, there's no difference whatsoever. If a group of them gather together, public and privately educated, I won't give a monkeys, right? I can pack a van full of explosives, drive it right into the middle of them, kaboom. There's no
Why
distinction.
why would you want to drive your van of explosive into
I'm
a
not
school?
saying I would. I'm just saying I could. I come from a military background. Right. I could do it. All right?
Thanks for your call.
Thanks very much.
Hello. It's Graham Downs. Hello, Graham.
Hello, Gary. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, Gary. I'm actually in a bit of a playful mood, Gary.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I want to say something, Gary.
Yeah.
My nephew, right, Carl, they went back to school recently, right, the half term. They went back on a Thursday.
They went back on a Thursday?
They went back on a Thursday, Gary.
Right.
My question to you is, why go back on a Thursday, right? Because then they've only got 2 days before the end of the week.
Yeah.
That seems silly, doesn't it, to go back on a Thursday? You think they make the holiday a little bit longer until the children can then go back on the Monday?
Yeah, you would. What's the point of going back for just 2 days?
Well, that's my point. What's the point of going, see the children saying to them, come back on the Thursday, children, right? Because then they go back on the Thursday, and then before you know it, they're back into the weekend. And then they got to go back on the Monday anyway. My point is, why not leave them have their holiday a little bit longer for the 2 days, and then they go back on the Monday?
Or either that, or go back at least on, say, the Monday of the same week. So rather than go back on Thursday, go back on the Monday morning and have less of a holiday.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what you mean. What are we talking about?
Well, if they went back on Monday...
You mean the Monday before the Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they could do
that.
Of course they could. They can make the holiday a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And say to the children, come back on the Monday.
Yeah, because going back
or
for
they
just...
say have a little bit extra holiday and don't come back on the Thursday. You confuse them, run all the
What'd you say?
Come back on the Monday.
Right, okay.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, I don't know what happened to Graham there. Let's go to the phones now. Mark Lovett. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Hello, what are you ringing about today?
I want to ring and talk about the Olympics.
Okay.
It's a shambles, isn't it? It's just another indictment of this terrible Blair government we've got. He's given Ken Livingstone licence to completely do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
The man is a complete egomaniac. He spends his whole time sneering.
What's that?
I'm saying Ken Livingstone, he spends his whole time sneering at everyone.
Yeah.
We've won the Olympic bid. Okay, fair enough. You know, Seb Coe's gone down there.
Sorry.
What?
Mark, can you turn your television down?
My television's not on. I'm in my own. I'm in the study. There's nothing on at all. Seb Coe's gone down. They put a 3-piece suit on. We've won it from
What is that
Paris.
noise?
Pardon?
There's a funny noise. Can you not hear it?
I can't hear anything. I'm trying to make a point here, Gary. What I'm saying is that we've won the Olympics.
So hang on, stop. Sorry.
What?
Can you not hear that?
I can't hear anything. What? I can hear you.
Okay, it's fine. It's obviously just coming through my headphones. It's something, nothing to worry about. What are you
The
saying?
Olympic Games, the voyage of the Olympiad, initial budget, $5 billion. They're now talking about Conservative estimate of 14.
Hang on a minute, sorry. That's not interference.
Look at the dome. I mean, you may not look at the dome. We do not know how...
Right, sorry, stop a second.
implement...
Sorry. That's not interference.
What isn't?
That is not interference. That is not interference.
What are you talking about?
Matt.
Can you hear me?
Sorry. We're getting some kind of interference from your call, okay? Thanks very much. Try ringing back. Sorry about that. Thanks. Bye. Look, I really don't know what's going on here. I'm having terrible interference. Matt, can you please do something about this? Matt. Yeah, very funny, Matt.
Yeah, listen, it's okay. The engineers are onto it, all right? It's a fault in your headphones, not going out live. Don't worry about it. Just...
Oh, we've lost him again. Well, I'm going to carry on. It's a terrible interference. I'm just glad you can't hear it because it's really disconcerting. Okay, let's go to another call. I've got Khalid. Khalid's down the line. Hello, Khalid.
What is point education? What is point?
Oh, education is to learn.
What is point learn?
It's to enrich our lives.
What is point life? What is point?
Well, you got to live because you want to live.
What is point live?
I don't know. What is point?
What is point?
Look, Colin, you've rung in before. You made this point before. Look, tonight, I really just can't cope with anything, okay?
What is point anything? What is point?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to my next call. Hello?
Hello, Gary.
Hello?
I was ringing in about public versus private education. I don't think any of your callers have actually really got to the nub of the issue today.
No.
I think it's a very difficult question, obviously, because there is a discrepancy in society, and you can't ignore the fact.
Sorry, can you hear that?
Sorry.
We've had terrible problems, sorry. We've got really bad, sort of, some kind of problem on the phones here. We've had it on the whole show.
Right.
And you definitely can't hear it.
No, I can't.
This is odd. Carry on, anyway.
Yeah, I was saying that the vast majority of people who do actually go to university have been private schools.
Oh,
so
God.
You can't... I know, it is terrible. It does bother me because... Sorry?
Sorry, there's really... I can't... This is not... I can't stand this.
Sorry, do you want me to hang up?
No, please don't go, because I can't... Thing is, my talkback's broken. I can't get in contact with Matt, and you're the only person I can talk to. I'm just stuck in this room.
It could be a fault on the line, so if I hang up, then that will...
No, please don't hang up. The lights have just gone off.
Right.
This is just odd. I don't like this.
Right.
Don't go. Matt.
Well, I'm on the...
Please don't hang up.
Okay,
Talk to me.
So, all right then. So I was saying about... Yeah, I mean, I was privately educated myself, but I feel... Are you okay?
I can hear some... It's dark. It's really horrible. I don't know if I'm seeing things or feeling things, but I don't like this at all. I can't... I'm going to have to try and... Hang on a minute.
Are there any...
It's very cold. Oh.
Hello?
The door's locked.
Okay. Maybe it's some kind of security shutdown and...
No, it's not. They haven't got one.
Right.
Listen, can you ring someone?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I'll ring. I'll just put the phone down and ring someone else.
Don't put the phone down. Can you stay on the phone? Can you stay on the phone, please? Don't go. I can't speak to anyone.
Shall I
I'm
just
worried
make my
if
point
anything
anyway about the education, or shall I
Let's talk.
Right. Okay, so public versus private. Private schools do undoubtedly give an advantage to children who went to them.
Yeah.
As I say, I went to a private school and I found... Sorry, Bellamy! I'm taking you to hell! I found that it was easier to go to university. It's been easier to get jobs. It's basically set me up for life. Now, my sister's children, she can't afford to send them to private school, so they are, it's like...
Hello? Hello? Presumably she's been cut off. Matt, if you can hear me, can you just do something about the lights and try and get the heating back on? Matt? Anyone? Well, we've got time for one more call. The light's flashing, so there must be someone there. Hello? Right. Okay. Matt, can you hear me? Matt, is that you coming? What's that? I don't like this. Can anybody hear me? This is not... Can anyone hear me now? Please. This is the award-winning Gary Bellamy here on Down the Line. If you're the last person I'm talking to... What is that? Ah!